Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Evil Genius, to our first full playthrough of the game here on the channel. Huge thank you to Rebellion for sponsoring this video. This game is available tomorrow if you're watching this when it's released, the 30th of March. If you want more information about that, you can check the link at the top of the description. And my word, we've been having an absolute blast in this game. We covered it a little bit in the last couple of weeks with a bit of an early access preview, but this is the full game now, and I've started a new save file. Because of that, this is Emma. We're playing as Emma. She's a previous sort of a good guy turned bad guy, basically. She used to be the spy master who looked after John Steele and what have you. She's basically the M of the world who has gone rogue, and her focus is all about deception style play, and that's usually how I like to play. I enjoy, you know, running the cover operation and having lots of valets and spin doctors and that running around, so I thought we'd play as her. We're actually going to be doing a second playthrough live on live streams every morning at 9 AM Eastern, where we play as Zalika with a more science and trap focused build. But this time we're playing as Emma, and I have kind of scooted through the first section of the game, not quite the complete first section. This is basically roughly where we got up to with the early access preview. So if you do want to see how I got here or what the hell is going on, jump back in and watch the couple of episodes that I did from the last week with Maximilian. Basically the same up until this point, but we've managed to get full nuclear power in here, so we've got pretty good for power. Our control desk is pretty small, but you know, ticking along. We haven't done too much on the world map. Here we have a training desk. We have a vault still here from the tutorial that we're going to be moving in this episode, and then we've got a multi-purpose sort of barracks and mess hall here, canteen area, and then also this is, a lot of people don't realize you can do this, but this is actually a room here that houses one of the EGTVs. This is the I think it's just called the staff room, actually, but it doesn't have to actually be a room. It can just be placed down, and you can tell because of the different floor patterns, same as we've done here with the mess hall. You can just place them down and join them up. So for rooms like this that don't really have much hidden nasty stuff in them, you can do them like this, and it just kind of makes the place look interesting and varies it up a little bit rather than just having all of these boxes with full wide doors on them. So certain places we're going to keep that, but other places we can do something a bit more interesting. Here is a fantastic design that actually one of the people in our live streams recommended, and that is to have the armory here with the security desk sitting there, and then at the back of the armory we have a prison. So I might even put in another holding cell there, actually, just in case later on. We've got the space for it. And then there's our interrogation chair. And then interrogation chairs obviously create body bags. So just around the corner here, we have a incinerator, so the body bags aren't hanging around for long. They come out here, they go straight into the incinerator, and they're gone. I always used to build an armory with a freezer on the back in the first game. Now we have an incinerator on the back there, and I've kind of just done this for flavour, really. It doesn't need to be hidden or anything like that, but that gets out the power room and into a space that's a little bit more suitable. I've also done that with the archives here. We don't really need much. I haven't really seen much reason for an archive yet, so we've popped a tiny one just on the back of the lab there. But I've tried with this build to think about future scope. So we've got the space here for more barrack space if we need it. The training can move all the way down into this space. The command center can move all the way back there. The lab can move all the way back there. And then eventually this area here, which I'm hoping we'll get to today, will become our sort of inner sanctum, or really sort of deeper area of the place. But then here, when we eventually get to building our area of sort of big old weapon here, it's going to be relatively close for our scientist folks to figure out what they need to do. So the next thing we've got to do is pick our first henchman. So we're going to jump up here onto the missions and have a look. There are 4 to pick from: the fan, the swordsman, the sun, and the computer. They all kind of fill different roles, but I think we're going to go for the sun. The sun is Eli Barracuda Jr., having his dad be in the first game, and whilst he's handy with a gun, he's also pretty deception focused. He can go in and charm people, so I think he'll fit in with our deception focused build that we're doing here. So we're going to click start that side story, head over to the world map and see where he is hanging out. Luckily, there we go. Nice. He's in an area that we already have unlocked, which is great. We've got money coming in here, so we might have to stop that to finish the this one. This one's a bit more important. We need a guard, a valet, and a technician. It's going to take us a minute and a cost of 7,500 gold, but He is going to bring Eli Barracuda Jr. to our base, so that we can firm up some of the stuff we're doing there. A few other bits and bobs that I figured out. Security cameras have to be placed in corridors, but I really want my security system to be working before people get past this door. Ideally, I never want a guard to get past here. That's the kind of style of play for this this playthrough. So I built 2 little corridor spots here, and it means that pretty much this entire area now is covered by cameras. And we can keep an eye on anyone we need to. And the interesting thing about this as well is, even though you have the tagging system from the original, where you can sort of tag specific agents to be distracted or captured or what have you, in the research part of it, we are able to actually do this. Look, we can unlock a security zone, which gives an intruder protocol distract +1. Basically, it looks like we can paint an area down, and it says that any agent that comes into this area, they get distracted. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. It looks like you can also do capture and kill later on, but it's definitely the distraction focused builds we're looking at. So we're going to be ticking on that one there under minions. And then under Lair, obviously we need to look at stairways. That's going to help us out in the future. We can also look at maybe doing, where did I see it? There was a distraction-y thing. So now the guard table, yeah, it'd be nice if there was a deception table. That'd be quite cool. So that we could have deception minions always nearby, but it doesn't seem to be a thing. Video games improve science minions morale, that's good. Muscle minion smarts, muscle minion variety. There's got to be something in here that's going to help our deception-y folks early on. Deception minion smarts above 50. Stylish way to enlighten one's brain. So increase all deception minions maximum smarts by 50, and then you can go and learn in that lab. So there's a pretty good one for later on as well. And then global operations, we're going to be working on this obviously, so we can just sort of keep getting better and better as we go. We may end up doing this big screen here, which reduces the heat rating, which is also going to be super useful as we move forward. All right, so let's have a look. How are you getting on over here? 55% of getting Eli. It shouldn't be long. It only takes a minute. He should be pretty happy to come and help us out. His dad was obviously a, famous minion, famous henchman, so he should be more than happy to follow in his footsteps. There we go. We're going to collect the reward. Welcome to the team. I trust the minions briefed you on your way here. They told me you were following in the footsteps of giants. Since we have that in common, Mr. Barracuda. Please. That's my father's name. Call me Eli. Nice. Did I ever tell you about an old friend of mine? His name was John. Spends a lot of time in places like this, high-tech lairs. Never found the time to appreciate the finer things. Too busy crawling around air ducts, I suppose. Never cared for that myself. I find it difficult to remain composed, surrounded by these things. Build me in a sanctum quickly before I lose my temper. Fantastic. So this is pretty much exactly where we got to in the previous week, so I'm more than happy about that. Eli is in now, but he might actually be in the. He might still be on his way in through here. But we get to build that inner sanctum now, which I've been really looking forward to. I've kept this big old space here exactly for it. So we're going to start with our corridor. Bring a little bit of corridor up this way. I want to make sure that we keep this space sort of open as best we can. It's not letting us build there, but that's fine. We're going to try and keep this space open as we can. We'll probably have to do something like that. It's going to be a little annoying there, actually, but never mind. I suppose we could do that and have that as an area. I don't know. We haven't got to worry about that just yet. I assume that's going to be the in and out, though. Look, that it's not letting us build in now, which makes perfect sense for when that becomes a thing later on. For now, I'll clear that out. Good. And we'll build that inner sanctum. The final room that we have access to. Good. Okay, so what I want to do is something like this. We have a big old table. We don't have the other one just yet. Maybe it opens up later on, because we have a desk here that she can do, which has got loads of screens around her and stuff, which is pretty sweet. Each of these is designed specifically for the genius themselves, which is kind of awesome. Annoyingly, that doesn't fit in the middle of the space that I built, so we're gonna have to figure that out. That's fine. Let's do something like this then. Let's put it around this way instead. Okay. Not enough gold. See, we've been doing quite a bit of goldy stuff, but just not enough, I assume. There is going to be a table that we can unlock as well. I don't know how big that's going to need to be, but I really want to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is quite annoying, actually, because I want a door there. But this is 5 and the door is 4. That's kind of annoying. Okay, well, I'll tell you what then. What are our decor items going to be? Yes, there's things we can put down. Okay. Okay, we can make this work. Let's put the doorway there. Hope the table. Whoopsie daisy, I didn't mean to do that at all. Hope the table fits in there when we have access to it later on, and we will build a room here for this with a view. With a view to have it at an angle. Okay. Yes, there. That's fine. And then we can do some decor items of chairs here. As if, you know, occasionally people will come and speak to her, but not likely. And sure, a drinks fountain can go in here as well. Nice. And then what I want to do is around that room, I want to put a vault. Now, if I remember rightly, the item for the vaults has to have feet all the way around it. So that vault needs to be at least 4 wide in all directions, which is again going to affect how we do basically the rest of this build. So it's going to kind of fill this space. Now this is, I mean, completely ostentatious, right? But I feel if an evil genius isn't allowed to be ostentatious, I really don't know who is. And it's a complete waste of money, but I really want to do it because I just think it'll look cool. And it's something I used to do in the main game as well. In the first game, excuse me. Okay, so let's do something like that. All right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the doorway. And we can only hope that the table fits in there. But I suppose we can always expend this room a little bit longer. But actually you need to go there. Inner genius room needs to be there. Okay. Yes, that looks better. So we're going to put a laser door in there because, you know, it's the evil genius. I might even put one there as well, actually. Double laser door all the way across the sky. And then we're going to come into our vault and we're going to put down some big old... Ooh, how can we do this? It looks good. Let's do big... I just want a load of money sat here. I mean, is it too much to ask? I don't really understand why we have to have feet all the way around these because nobody actually accesses them. Yeah, maybe do like that, and we can maybe put like a nice, cool item that we've unlocked. Or what we could do actually is let's cancel that one, and we could maybe drop the size of the vault down. Can we do that? So we just have like 2 lumps of vault either side of her. That will look pretty sweet, I think. Yes. Okay. Confirm. That's an incredibly expensive and ridiculous room, but I really think it'll look great. Let me just double check. Do we have... Yes, we've got some space off that corridor, so we can come round here and carry on building. That's fine. I didn't want to completely lock the end of this off, but I reckon that'll be really good. Building a sanctum tile 60. I feel like we've probably got 60 there. And construct the impressive desk. And I hope she gets the table. I know Max got it. Maybe it's only a Max thing. Well, we'll see. Okay, that took a little longer than I thought, actually, because I was really, really low on cash. I'm hoping whatever we get next is something that will reward us a little bit. It appears Ainsley Walcott's favoured, to be Hammer's new Prime Minister. I won't have it. Well, surely she can't hurt your brilliant plans. She's just a politician. One with a popular green energy platform. I won't have to give this world leadership it doesn't deserve. Come on, the action's all but one. Oh, easily enough. As you know what a government's greatest weakness is? It's people. A wave of Walcott staff has arrived. Okay, so interrogate the staff, publish the dirt, assassinate staff on the world stage, and then discredit Walcott's campaign out of 100. Okay, wow, all right, okay, that's pretty intense. Look at this. I love how each of these, there we go. There's the conference table. That's what I was looking for. Look, I wanted to put that in. I love how each of these rooms is specific to the to the genius, which I think is great. So I want to put that in. Look at that. It's like a big skull in the ground. That's great. Okay. How much is it? It's 25 grand. Okay. Maybe we'll hold off this just for now. I mean, it will fit there quite comfortably, actually, which is pretty good. Which end will she sit at, do you think? Probably that high end, right? Oh, sod it. I'll put it down. Okay, so here we go then. That is basically the end of the tutorial, putting that there. And now we are starting on the Mancunian candidate. So, these are just... Okay, so let's have a look. Who's the staff that we're looking at? Interrogates Walcott staff in the air. Let's see what it says. British politician Ainsley Walcott could usher in a new age of unity and growth. She must be stopped. Get close to her, find the information you need, show the world who she is. Okay, we're going to get 10 grand for this, 5 workers and 5 intel. Walcott staff arrived at your casino for a staff getaway. Interrogate them to discover her secrets. Okay, so are they just... Will they look like something? I feel like they're not just going to look like tourists. I assume they're going to come in on the next boat. Scheme has succeeded. Nice. I'll just double check that. Anywhere where heat is getting a little high. Oh, it's getting a little snug over here. So that's quite a minute to infiltrate Walcott's campaign. This is going to eliminate her key supporters. Leave her with nothing. Okay, so that's the world stage. We need to do that twice. So that's going to give us way too much heat. I'd rather do that first. Let's do that and knock the area down. That one's doing okay. Here, it's tickling up. Okay, and here we've got, what's that one there? Do we know? That's the published dirt. So we need to get a base of operations here as well. Okay. Cool. All right, it's kicking off now. Let's go. So first of all, we need another of our display unit things here, control desks, so we can unlock that area, which we're going to want to do. Okay, everything else is looking pretty safe. This is a little snug down here, but you know, they seem to manage. I would not want to walk down there. God, you'd be deafened by these things all going, but it's fine. They can wear earplugs. Alright, here we go. Ah, so they are just tourists. That's cool. But we know that you are Walcott's accountant. Works for Ainsley Walcott. They must have some dirt on her. So there are 5. Are they all got different jobs? Okay. Oh no, they're all accountants. Okay, so we're going to be looking into things. The thing is, we're not going to be able to arrest all of those in one go. I suppose we could put another one of these down at least. And do 2 at a time, I suppose. Okay.
I want that intruder captured. Hunt them down.
My worry is that beating them up in the cold light of everyone else being able to see is going to be dodgy. I wonder if it's like... I wonder if there's a more subtle way we can do it. I'm just going to try doing 1 first and just check that it's okay. Looks like we need to do 3 of them. Okay. All of our valets are getting very, very tired. Let's bring them in. So here we go. Guest should be able to see them there. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just been able to say, yeah, you're coming with me. Okay, so let's do that to another one as well then. Okay. Now, how long are you standing there for? You're standing there because we don't have another one of those yet. Right. Okay. Well, that's fine. Somebody should bring that in pretty quick. Here, in fact, here it comes now, which is good. So that'll give us 2 of those, and then as soon as one of them's interrogated, we can bring in a 3rd. Hopefully they hang around and don't notice that their friends have disappeared. Okay, so one's there. What happened to the other one? You're all scared. Why are you all scared? What did I do? Did you just see that happen? Seems to be. Maybe you just lost all your money in the casino. Maybe that's all it was. Okay, so you're going to bring the second one of those in. So as soon as this first one is in, basically we need to interrogate them. So we can bring a third one in. Looks like we have to do 3 of the 5. Which is cool. There we go. Escort the prisoner to that. Now that class is empty. I feel like we should be able to do...
I need that intruder found and captured now.
Please come with me, sir. Okay, guys, calm down, calm down. No need for that. No need for that. Okay, let's ease up a little bit. Alright, so that's... first one's getting done now. Getting in... Yeah, did you find anything? So this is the great thing with this. Look, straight away, no bother of any smarts, just goes into there. Nice. Escort this prisoner, please. Get them interrogated, and third one should be on their way. Perfect. Okay. Have we got any research going on at the minute? I feel like we should. The problem is research all costs quite a bit of money. I do want that one. The reduce the rate of the heat. I think, although it's a little thing, I think it's going to be worth doing. I know it's expensive, but I think that's going to be more useful, honestly, than our fancy table right now. Until we have a use for that, I think that's going to be how we go. So I would like you to come and hide in your... Yes, come and get on your table. I like how these things come and sit here. These minions come and use these chairs that I put down. Awesome. Okay, second one of you is done. Nice. Okay, let's go and do that to the third one. Perfect. Who's arrived? Oh, here we go. We've got high heat somewhere. Let's see if is there anything we can do about that? Yeah, here. Let's just stop you. And only got 10,000 gold. We haven't got a minion-based one. Never mind. Okay, well we'll leave that one for now. We do need to come and set up an operation here, so we'll get that started. And then here in our lowest of the heat of the unlocked ones we have, none of them particularly low. I suppose we could start figuring out more of them, but we don't have the bases set up. No, do you know what? I'm gonna here we got anything? Yes, we have a heat dispeller going on here. Okay, so as soon as that's done, it's going to take a little while, but as soon as that's done, we'll start here with our first thing. It's going to cost 5 intel. Where are we getting intel from? That's a new mechanic for this sequel. So I'm not 100% sure where we're grabbing intel from yet. Let's have a look. I think that I remember seeing something in the research tree that we could unlock. Q console allows the generation of intel while worked on by minions. Intel is crucial for advanced world domination. Right, so we need to unlock that thing and put it down. And it does research speed times 2. That sounds... Or is our research speed times 2? I don't understand. Oh yes, because we have multiples of the thing. I put 2 of those down. Okay. Yeah, the scientists don't do as much as I'd like. They just kind of stand around while others do them. Does do the real work, but that's fine. What was that? Not enough gold. I'm well aware of that. Okay, big screen device. Something came up here that I wanted to read, but never mind. Published Dirt, that's the one that happens in Europe, and then these two are somewhere else. And then Discredit Walcott's campaign, I'm sure it'll tell us how to do that when we get to that point, because otherwise I don't really have much of a clue. How's the this place? Yeah, there's always that space. That's not so bad. New criminal network is established. Fantastic. Let's get over there straight away and get started on this then. So, oh man, we need 15,000 gold to do it. Published Discredit Walcott's campaign plus 20. Nice. Okay. So if that's 20, then what do these do? And they do 20 as well. But and also solve these. So 20, 20, 60. So hopefully something else will turn up. Because that's going to do that as well. Yeah, this intel, we seriously need intel. Okay. Well, I suppose as soon as this is done, the big screen, which is going to be useful, honestly, I think we go back a step and get that one done with the console so we can start generating some intel. That seems to be something that's key. I just want to know what she's saying to these two workers who are just hanging out. But let's do, I'll tell you what then, while we're waiting, let's do something similar down here. We've got loads of decor, you see. Look at this, plants and all lovely things. I don't know whether they do much, but you know, we're all about stuff like this, aren't we? So we're going to make a nice little seating area here. I want to leave those books. I kind of love those books. So let's do something like that. And a chair there and there. Okay, there's no coffee table to speak of, but that's fine. And then I like, what plant do I like? I kind of like that orchid. That's really pretty. There we go. Nice little seating area there for our staff, rather than just standing around. I don't know whether they, like I say, gain much from it, but I feel like it's a nice thing to do. But in here, anything here they can use? Oh, look at all this stuff. Oh, we can put all the plants down in here as well. That's cool. But also, yes, they have the ability for some chairs. Well, I'm tempted to give them a little bit of seating space so they can really sort of think on as to what they're working on. Maybe over here we could do a little seating area with a. I don't want to put a chemical barrel down right next to the seats. But how about some nice plants? That pitcher plant looks pretty sweet. How about one of those? And then maybe we'll just squeeze in a little chemical barrel over there where nobody's noticed. There we go. Cool. Just little bits of space that, you know, that's what we're all about here at Geekism, doing some funky stuff like that. Let's see. Boof, boof. There we go. And I'm hoping they come and use the space as well. I feel like they will. Yeah, look at that already. Coming and just hanging out, having a little chat with each other. It just makes the world feel a bit more alive, I think, stuff like that. I always like when games add that kind of thing. This turned out great, by the way, with the money behind us. Although I do realise we don't actually have that much space for cash now. So once our money's back up and running, we will build a proper vault as well. This is for show vault, but then also we'll do a proper vault where the money's secured as well. There's always staff hanging around in this room. Do we have chairs here we can put down? We do. We do. Look. There we go, let's put down some chairs and let's do a spiky plant in this place because, you know, it would be spiky, wouldn't it, in this kind of room. There we go, yeah, people hanging out, look, just chilling. I like that a lot. Okay, researchers stopped and resumed, that's fine. What have we got going on over here? We started this, is it? Oh no, we needed the money, didn't we? Okay, so we still need 15,000 there. Heat's pretty low there. What was it to do that one? Is that 15 as well? Ah, no, that doesn't cost us anything, but it does cost us that 5 intel, of which we only have 6 available. So maybe we do that just to get started. Current scheme. Oh, okay. What's currently going? Oh, it's a heat reduction. Yeah, heat's pretty low now. Yes. Whilst the world stage is cooling off a little, actually, should we get that one done? Yes, launch scheme. We'll get that one done because that's a nice, quick one. It's just a little expensive. But while the world stage is cooling off a little, we can now look at some cool side stories. So, I mean, I'm really torn here because I think I would like the crime lord here, ace up the sleeve, gambling affinity with cards. It sounds like the sort of deception-y kind of fellow. I think also the colours kind of link towards the sort of thing they are as well, which that is the deception colour. So part of me loves that, but also we have the first loot items. Now, I used to love the loot items in the first game, and I haven't seen one yet, so part of me would really like to go for one of them. So let's have a look. High on the hog. Agent Sex once opined that the world would be yours when pigs flew. He was being hyperbolic, to be sure, but why not get a literal and have some fun spiting him? If anyone will have information on the flying pig, it's Patriots National News Archives. You won't have time to sort through their records on site, so just steal them all, okay? So steal some records to get a piece of loot, or the once and future thing. Hammer is proving a particularly troublesome foe for you lately. You need a tool with the power to help you triumph over them, so why not parry Hammer with a sword? Mists of Albion have parted to reveal a legendary sword sticking out of a stone. Add the fine blade to your collection. So we can have the sword in the stone or a flying pig. I mean, sword in the stone sounds a little bit more impressive, doesn't it? And I think that's going to be in the UK. So let's start that one and have a look. Mists of Albion. So yeah, I imagine that's going to show us on the map over here. Yes, it is. Now, unfortunately, we need level 2 criminal network here. And also it's going to heat gain to region is pretty high as well. Okay. Okay, so I see, sorry, that has worked. It has published out on the world stage, but we can do it again to get that discredit Walcott's campaign a little bit higher. We won't, because I want to cool down that place now ready for stealing the sword and the stone later on. Can we do more side stories? You must complete the current active side story. Okay. What's that one telling us? That's just one we haven't clicked. Yeah. Roboticist seems to be the manufacturer. Yeah, no. So there's no way of cancelling that. Okay, so yeah, okay. Well, that was probably not the best choice then because we've just done something in that area. But never mind. We live and we learn. Let's have another look at the place. We could pay, but actually, I tell you what we'll do. While the place cools down, because it should just cool down with nothing else happening. It isn't, but it should. Maybe we'll send a few workers. Is it that one? Yeah, there we go. We'll send some workers to cool the place down. And while that happens, we'll look at getting a criminal network of level 2. So let's head back to the Lair and look at research. Let's remind ourselves how we do that. Is it that one there? Enjoy your criminal networks with ham radio. Provides free broadcast strength. It unlocks 2 broadcasts. Okay, so now that's not what we want. Heat at criminal networks rose down. We've done that one. There, that's the one we need. 18,000 gold we need to do it as well. Okay, well that's fine as long as we know. What we can do is we can build this bad boy in, which is going to lower down our heat. So let's put it in. The fact it doesn't fit is annoying. The fact it doesn't fit is annoying. I like everything to be nice and square, and when I can't do it, it makes me cry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2... Yeah, we've got to get 3 on that side or 3 on that side, so that is the worst. So we need to redo a whole redesign of this room just so I can make that work. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world because what we can do is move you over 1. We can move you over 1. We can come into the actual room type building and we can click you. And we can move you to there, and then we can put you down in that gap, 2 each. Perfect. I mean, we will have to spread this room out a bit once we need some more stuff, but for now, that's okay. And then that will just give us, we can just bring the lab down by 1 square this way. That's not a problem at all. And it hasn't really cost us that much to do. That's one thing I do like about this. It's much easier to change rooms. Are you going to struggle with that little box there? Somebody be able to kind of get there? Or are we going to be stuck with that? Ooh. Somebody's going to be able to squeeze in? No? Okay, well, I'm going to do that just so it can happen. Because otherwise that's just going to infuriate me. There we go. Nice. And there we can move you back. Cool. The screen is up now, which is allowing us lower heat, which is nice. I like that. And then we'll fix this little gap here because I really like one wall gaps between stuff. I find it irritating if I can't. So let's go to laboratory. Just take this down here. Yep, there we go. And put a dirt piece in there. Move that door over. And we might as well move you over one as well, just for neatness. And actually, let's move you over one as well. And actually, let's move... Actually, no, we'll leave that like that. That looks good there with the people there. Okay, cool. So that's that fixed as well. Little things, but, you know, they all make me feel good about myself. Okay. Right. Money-wise, well, yeah, it's trickling in, isn't it? It's not doing great, though. I would really like to have a more solid concept of like how much is coming in and out. I mean, the salaries here, 8831, and commitments is 0, but I've got no idea of how much is coming in across the world unless it is genuinely 0 right now, which it may well be. Running out of gold, yes, I know, because the salaries have just gone out, so we're going to have to go out and do some stuff. We have recently completed. We have 0 heat here, so we can I would like to start getting cash, so can we cancel that? And will that maybe give us some money options? There we go, 10,000 for 3, sure. Here it's pretty low, but I'll let that trickle down. Here it's super low. So I feel like we could... we need the intel for that one, so let's cancel that and see if any cash pops up. Yeah, there we go, what are you? 20 grand over 30 minutes, okay, I'll take it for now. That is still creeping down, ready for that one once we've got level 2. So, money happening there. Do you know what? Let's get money happening here as well. Come on, there's got to be some cash here somewhere. Perhaps not. Okay. So it looks like once we have the ability to do level 2, we have to actually individually level these up to level 2 as well, you know? There we go, there's some cash. Okay, that's going to push heat up, but bring in cash. But one thing I will say is we haven't really been struggling with people coming into the base much. I don't know whether it's still gating it because it's early game, or if we're just managing our heat well or what, but we haven't really had to worry about that too much. Okay, so there's very little research going on. We need this level 2 thing. Which one is it? It's there, look. And so we need to do that one first. That's 9,000 gold. That's going to give us the computer console, which is going to start generating intel. So both of those are pretty good, actually. Yeah, computer console and intel, they're both going to be pretty useful, I think. It will probably mean sort of changing this room around a bit, but for now, we'll leave it as is and see how we manage. As soon as this gets up to 9,000, yeah, I feel like we're... I don't know whether I'm just not doing the money thing right, or if it just genuinely is this hard to generate cash. I suppose maybe they're solving the solution, solving the problem of the first one, where you could genuinely just send some people out into the world and walk away and come back to millions. So it looks like they've stopped that by bringing in like salary costs and very little residual money coming in. Like if you look at the map, you are bringing in cash, but it's $20 every 5 seconds. I mean, it's pence, you know. I wonder if there's a research to increase that over time. I imagine there probably is. Does maybe that do it? That do it maybe? Allows you to upgrade criminal networks. So what did that say? Oh, there you go. Yeah, better quality schemes, $30 every 55 seconds, and more heat capacity before it locks down. Okay, that's good. So I don't know what finished then, but something did, and heat is relatively low around the place. That's creeping up, but we're just finishing cash. Okay, investigators are here. It says, are they coming off the boat? Or are they already off the boat? I can't see anyone sneaking. Let's just ease up on time a little bit. Maybe they're still coming off the boat. Or maybe they haven't come at the back entrance, have they? I don't think they can come down this way, at least not now. Okay, you're going to build a bit of a more substantial vault out here. Computer console's complete. Perfect. That was really quick, scientists. Good job. I'm going to put these down because this isn't particularly a problem right now, but I'm kind of hoping it'll be a problem that we don't have enough storage for money. I don't know whether there's going to be a better version of these later on. No. Nice. And then we can do that one straight away. We've got the cash for it. Boom. It's going to give us our level 2 bits of research. Okay, nice. And then we'll hopefully have space for money, and we'll have space for these as well. So let's see how big these are going to be. Okay, so these aren't so big. These are the things I was expecting more from the original game. This is kind of what they were like, right? So how about for now we just put 2 of these down here. Whether we need to, I don't know, but they're generating intel, right? So we suddenly are really poor again. Okay, but money should be coming in. I've been having a little play between the cut there, and it seems to be that as long as we have like 2 or 3, you know, so, or 1 or 2 even money things going on at the moment, it looks like it just kind of trickles in, and that's okay. So there, that sort of money there is just bringing in that way. Over here, we actually are lowering intel a little there. Over here, heat, sorry, over here we're doing the same. So it's kind of just going back and forth and keep jumping between heat and cash. Now, we're not doing anything here, and just by not doing anything, heat slowly rises. So I feel like we might as well bring in some cash while we're waiting. We can always bring it back down again. So 6 workers for 3 minutes gives us 15. That's pretty sweet. And then 3 workers for 30 minutes gives us 20. Wow, I mean, that is... We've got to go for that. I mean, I know it's 6 workers, which is a few, but even still, that is... that's pretty insane. Now, do these cost power? No, they don't cost power. Okay, but we are getting pretty low on power use here. So we've got space for these. We haven't been putting them in because they're a bit pricey. But I think we put them down with a view for them to sort of fill in the space, and I'm really hoping that's enough power plate, because that seems huge, doesn't it? These are going to need power, aren't they? So what we can do is just turn all the training stuff off, because we're not particularly using that much. So if the power does become a problem, we can turn the training stuff off. We can there's a few things we can do, really. We can turn the medical stuff that we're not using, the research stuff we're not using. Quite a few different things we can do. Oh, look at this guy getting his mojo back. I like it. Let's see it properly. It's like the Demon Headmaster. Awesome. Okay, well, research has been paused. Why is that? Is there nobody on it? Where are all of our scientists? Come on, guys. No power. Okay. Well, no, that's fine. We can fix this. All we have to do is turn these off for now, and they will start. They will give us a little bit of power. But this now will start generating intel, I suppose. Does it tell us? Let's have a look. Simple computer with a very basic readout generates intel that is used to run schemes on the world stage. We can click it to be mode scientists. What does that do? Okay, I'm going to set one of them to be scientists and one of them not to be. And let's see the difference, if there is any. Because we have a lot of scientists and they're doing very little. So it'd be nice to find them something to do. Let's have a look. In fact, how many do we have? 10? Oh, we only have 5 scientists, but we can make that to be 10. Okay. Guards are fine, valets are fine, technicians are fine. We only want 10 of those and we've got 14, so we're only losing them as they die on missions at the moment. But we'll get a few more scientists going, but we will need that for that, I think. So let's just turn that one on for a bit. And wait for a scientist to come and work here. I want to see what the difference is. Why do we have no scientists anywhere? Are they all just sleeping? One there. I noticed this place full quite a lot. I mean, there they are, look. They're all standing here, and I assume they're hungry or their smarts are low. I wonder if perhaps we need to increase this space a little. Mess hall. Because we could, quite easily, we can go like that and just do the same of that again. Another row of the stuff. Maybe even do that because it'll look neat, I think. Okay. And then we go to mess hall and put in 2 of these. Oh wow, no, there's a whole other row. Oop. Yep. Another 2 of those in. Confirm. There we go. I just want to see what the difference is here. Cost 1502. Simple computer with a basic readout, and then this one 302 simple computer with a basic readout. So yeah, I'm not. It doesn't seem to be a clear point anywhere that I can see what the difference is. You would assume that scientists bring more of the stuff in, but I honestly don't know. I'm going to assume that. Whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know. But yeah, we'll hope for the best. Leave it in the hands of scientists. But until then, we're going to have to just sit and generate some cash because, my word, we are poor. Okay, heat is pretty low here, so let's stop that. Hopefully bring in some money instead. 20 grand over 30 minutes. I'd rather a quicker one. Yep, that's the one I want. There we go. Over here, money's pretty low yet, and we're not currently running anything. So let's do a quick cash grab. 50 grand over 35 minutes for 6 workers. That's pretty sweet. We can't do it because we're in low power mode. Why are we in low power mode? What did we just build then? Don't tell me these things use power. Oh, they do as well. Okay, well, let's turn that off. Power is restored, but it's still low. Build more generators. I'm working on it. As long as the door... Hello. See, look at this. I didn't notice these coming in. But that's okay, because what we're going to do is set them all to distract. Unfortunately, there isn't a group distract button that I can find. But they are going to get distracted by all of my beautiful valets who are doing a fine job. Okay. So we now have some intel being generated. That's good. We've now got places for people to eat. That's good. We now have a scientist running over to this desk by the looks of things. That's good. Get to work, sunshine. And yeah, I just assume that they're going to bring in more intel in per minute or whatever. That just seems to be what the suggestion is there. And if all the other thing the scientists are really doing is this, then I'm more than happy with having them work these as well. At least some of them anyway. Okay, right, back to the world map there now. The power's back on. Let's get a bit of cash. I think I'm going to go for that one. 50 grand. That's pretty good. Heat's pretty high there. Heat's pretty high here. I think we did the cash one there, didn't we? Heat's pretty low here, but we've got money coming in. That seems to be the thing. We've just got to kind of balance heat and cash because the heat just completely locks stuff off. I know I am. That's 20 minutes. That's pretty crazy, but we'll do it because otherwise the place is going to be useless. And over here, what have we got? Again, 20 minutes, but otherwise we've got very little else we can do with the place. So let's rock those out. There we go. Our research here is nearly done for our level 2 ones. Really want to get that first mission going, so this may well be a long video and I apologise, but I really want to get that first pit of loot. After a bit of an age, we've finally got our level 2 desks all set up and stuff. So we've got these things here generating intel. And then on the research screen, we just unlocked this here. Just gives us a bonus 2 broadcast strength because I didn't really want to start building this room out just yet. So now with that, I believe we should be able to come up here and actually click upgrade cost. So it's cost us a guard, a valet, a technician, a scientist, 2 broadcast strength and 5 intel. Upgrade. Go for it. So I assume stuff has to fly out there and build it all up. So let's have a look. Minions waiting for transport. It's currently 0-4. And then I'm hoping there's not a huge cost on being sent out to do this mission. I feel like minions should be the cost for missions, not necessarily money, although it probably does cost a little bit of cash to, you know, set up any sort of operations. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't cost us too much to actually partake in the stealing of the sword in the stone, the mythical creature that is. I remember it being one in the first one as well. I think it'd be interesting to see which ones made a return. I always used to enjoy the miniaturized Eiffel Tower. I thought that was a good one. Okay, so here we go. Now upgrading the network. Looks like it should be pretty easy to do. So for the most part, it's just an increase in broadcast strength. Let's have a look. Nice. So let's have a look at this. Upgrade cost level 3. So at the minute, I don't know whether it needs that new if it needs that broadcast signal now. Let's have a look. Broadcast strength. 1. It's telling us we have 0 of 1. Yeah, so it must do. Yeah, it must do. Must have used it all up. The minute's not Australian, that's fine. Okay, so we now have 100 possible heat. It brings us $30 every 5 seconds. And it says better quality schemes, which I assume is this stuff. Nice. So this is just going to cost us 5 workers, 4 guards, a technician, 3 minutes of my time, and 5 intel. What a bargain. And I come back with a mythical sword? 2 right. And like clockwork, it seems that they have managed to steal, for me, the sword and stone. Clearly, your incompetent minions don't understand the simple act of pulling a sword from a stone. Get involved personally and show them all how it's done. Ah, okay. How do I do that? Once we clearly you're going to get involved personally. Okay. Do I? Okay, so in the last game, if you got anything like that, they would find a little spot and just place it down. But I did notice in the build menu, under loot, right, there we go. There's the ability to build it, so we can put it wherever we like. I'm going to say it probably gives... Indy. Sorry, my dog's scratching her ears. She makes this funny noise when she does it. They usually give you like a boost, so I feel like this is the sort of spot where it would be useful. Okay. And they'll bring it in. That's good that you get to pick where it goes, because sometimes they stick them in the craziest places. Let's see. Have you gone to get it? I think you have. Constructing. Fantastic. Who are you? Who are you? Agnes Davids, do you realise that you are bringing in a priceless, mythical heirloom into the base? The first, I hope, of many pieces of loot that this base will see over time. But the first one nonetheless. And Agnes, you know, oh, you just turned into a guy. Agnes, no, where are you? Agnes, there we go. Agnes, you will go down in history. Nice. Research complete. That's going to lower our heat a little, which is cool. So I'm tempted to start doing this. 36,000 gold. Woof. Okay. Nuclear generator. Do we have? No, hold on. Nuclear generator. Oh, that one. There we go. I was clicking the wrong thing. I mean, stairs would be nice. We still haven't really filled up level 1 though yet. We can't do... Okay, so some stuff is just locked off. We must progress further. Okay. Basic training improves worker smarts to 50. I would like something that gives us a deception boost. Excuse me. Store their equipment more. I mean, more minions is nice. What's this one? Genius morale, henchman morale, gives us stun clubs and club racks. Not fussed about those. Used to brainwash prisoners. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. After a deep cleansing scrub of troublesome thought. I mean, that just turns prisoners into minions, and that's not really a struggle. Ah, here we go. Yes, that one. Yes, I forgot we were going to do that. Distract protocol. That's exactly what we want to do. Okay, you get started on that. You put down the sword in the stone. Watch out the way there, Mr. Valet. Dunk. Nice. So now we get to have a go. Come over here then. Over here and see what you do. Are we going to get some people gather around and watch this? I mean, I feel like you're going to want to watch this, folks. Emma, where are you, girl? Are you coming in? No, you're not coming. Okay, why are you not coming? Oh, I can do it. I'm thinking Emma's going to sit there and go... Okay, so... Users, anything can use it, it says. Let's get her here anyway, because she'll want to see this. I like the glowy light down onto it. Look at that. Okay. Raise Excalibur. It's going. Can we speed it up? Yeah, we can speed it up. Okay. Oh, it's capped out at 11. Oh, we are. Guard's having a go. Look at this. Go on, son. Get in there, lads. I don't think he's able to get... He's trying his hardest, though. God bless him for having a go. There we go. All I wanted was an ancient and powerful magical sword to hold as a symbol over Hammer's head. So why is it now shooting fire? What? What? That is not a thing that swords normally do. No. We didn't know this, that boss. We think whatever wizard put it in the stone probably cursed it. Wizards' magic. The ancient world is arrogant to think they can cast such a shadow on the future. The future, that's it. We can't beat this thing with magic, but against science it'll be no match. Okay. Steal the acid, the once and future. Oh, so this isn't it. This is still doing stuff, and it's now. Is it now doing bad things? Is it now doing bad things? Is it genuinely shooting fire around the place? Are we going to have a big issue here? Okay. We're going to have to deal with that in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you to Revello for sponsoring this episode. Make sure you check the link in the description to find out how you can pick up Evil Genius yourself. Love you all to bits. Till the next one, be good.